So we haven't done a star pepper lesson in a while, so I'm gonna give you a quick lesson on food and nutrition. Now I'm gonna go type out or take a picture maybe, yeah, of the food list. The idea was to make small little meals, make a nice little video with what you should eat and things like that, but I haven't got myself around it. I will do it, but to get on with this fat loss and with this metabolism and to get on with this, because I think I've missed a couple of days. So food is important whatever you eat towards your training or towards our strength training. So we're going to need to fit something that's really good in our bodies. The idea is to think about things that are not processed. So obviously a healthy diet, healthy calories, like I always say, is you got different types of calories. Everything in everything is got calories. So you want to put calories in your body. So you got empty calories and rich nutrient calories. So things that are not processed, things that are more natural, things that are high in protein, things that you're looking at your good fats and your good carbohydrates and your fiber and your fibers. So things like fruit and veg, things like your eggs, your chicken, your fish, your meat and all of that stuff. That's really good protein. And fats, you're looking at your nuts, your seeds, your pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds. Yeah, did I say pumpkin seeds? I think I might have. You're talking about your fish oils. I mean, you're talking about what else? Olive oil. Cook your stuff in olive oil. Olive oil is really good for you. So those are the basic things, but I will make a list of all the good stuff that you can combine your food and you can put in and make a nice healthy meal. So eating is important. I always say trying to eat about 3-4 meals a day, but then you want to make sure that they're balanced meals. So you want to make sure that you've got your protein, you've got your fats, you've got your carbohydrates, and you've got your carbohydrate that gives you fiber. So fiber will help with your digestion, carry the food around the body, and you know, for your bowels and things like that. So to make a healthy meal or to make a nice good plate, portion sizes, what you want to include is maybe, let's say for an instance, 70% of that plate should be made out of protein and 25% of that should be made out of, let's say, carbohydrates, and then 5% of that should be good fats. So it's hard to kind of put these things together, like let's say for breakfast, but there's certain ways you can do it. You can use supplements like protein or like the star pepper protein with your oats and your peanut butter, or you can shot some nuts in. So I'm going to show you different tricky ways that I do so that I can get at least with each meal that I have throughout the day. Let's say I have oats for my breakfast, then a mid-morning snack, let's say maybe a protein bar or some fruit, or maybe I'll have some more oats again because I eat oats all the time. Then maybe later on in the afternoon, some noodles or some rice with some chicken, with some veg, with all that stuff inside. Then obviously for your tea, you can kind of do the same thing, or you can have a nice cooked healthy meal, stew, something that's got fruit and veg. You can maybe have your steak, I don't know, but I'll put some things together with the things that I'll put on. So the important thing to take here is to make sure that you combine your meals or your meal plan from unprocessed food. You don't want processed stuff. It's got to be natural stuff. And the key thing is just make sure that each meal that you have, there's some protein in there, there's some carbohydrates, there's some at least good fat in it. And obviously within those carbohydrates you want to include things like fruit and veg. Well, those are your rich carbohydrates because they come with fiber, and fiber is really essential and it cannot be missed out. Things like chia seeds and all that kind of stuff. There's loads of them. So on this list you can actually, it can give you a guide. You know, you don't have to pick everything. There might be some things that you might not like or you're allergic to, just leave them out. Stick to the things that you agree with, that your body agrees with. So this is just a general, if not, let's say a basic guide to what and how you can eat. So obviously back to that question again of how to lose that fat loss. So the key thing is, like I always say, it's a calorie deficient diet, no matter what calories. So somebody, let's say, who eats donuts and McDonald's and takeaways, and somebody who eats healthy food, as long as they're on a calorie deficient diet, it will still work. But the only difference between those two people will be the one eating the takeaways at McDonald's will end up, you know, not being healthy. Your arteries are getting blocked and you won't be able to perform better. You won't feel any better because you're not getting any nutrients. Those are empty calories. Whereas the other guy who's eating the good stuff, the right stuff, let that car go. Oh, he's flying. Whereas the other guy who's eating the good stuff, the healthy stuff, he will probably be more healthier, more quicker, perform better, fitter, and he looks even much more healthier, and you get more gains and you get put on good muscle mass. So that's the thing to take on it. So it's all about a calorie deficient diet. So if you don't eat good stuff, if you don't eat like a lot of rich calories, it won't work very well for you, because it's no point doing a calorie deficient diet whilst you are eating bad food or bad calories. So the first thing is to establish you want to do a calorie deficient diet. Look at what you're eating, look at the calories that you're consuming. Are they good calories or are they bad calories, i.e. what we just talked about before. So once you can start selecting your food, once you start eating the right type of stuff, the right type of food, the right type of calories, then at least then you can start looking at the calorie deficient diet. Then this will be the next stage that we're going to talk about next time, on how to count your calories and how to get that deficit, how to make it right so that your body don't get confused or that you don't have too little or too much of something. And then from then on you can build a good foundation of your journey to fat loss. And then this is something that will not only last for the short amount of time, but then you're planning for the rest of your life, something that you can maintain, you can come back to. And you know, all that fat loss that you're losing, really, with that right side of food, will actually not come back on. It will just be so natural and so easy, and sometimes even effortless, even when it comes to training, even when it comes to your normal way of life. So that's the quick start pepper lesson. I haven't had my my little book and my little A-frame so that I could, you know, and my little whiteboard in the back. So yeah, that was the start pepper lesson. Yeah, so it's all about a calorie deficient diet. Make sure you eat the right calories, bad calories, empty calories, McDonald's, candy, sugar, none of that. You want some good unprocessed food, rich and nutrients and vitamins that will fuel you, not just your body but your brain, to be able for you to function better and healthier, so that you can live stronger and lose all that fat loss forever and ever. And on that note, we'll end the star pepper lesson. Yes, beautiful. That's just beautiful. You make it in 10 seconds.